Hi, Julia. How are
Hey,
you?
good.
Everybody, the background looks like man's because this is man's girlfriend. Julia, I think it's really cool that you are a professional wrestler also, and you're
Yes,
a female.
yes.
How did you get into professional wrestling?
I had a cousin that lived with us, and he would make me play the video game with him, and I was like, okay, like this is cool, like people doing flips and crazy stuff. And then I saw it on TV, and I was like, oh, this is real. Like people actually do this. I thought it was just a video game, and then I saw like girls like doing backflips and stuff, and I was like, I can do backflips. And I like wanted to be in front of people. I knew I always wanted to be an entertainer. I didn't know what, an actress or something, but I was like, oh my gosh, I can do flips and be in front of people and get paid for it and travel. I was like, that's what I want to be. And I was like 10 years old.
Oh, wow, that's cool. So you wanted to be in front of people at 10.
Hmm.
That's that's crazy. I'm surprised your parents didn't say, okay, Disney Channel.
Up in Minnesota, so we didn't know. Like, I don't know, but that seemed like so crazy to even think of.
Mhm. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and
What
then we
is
moved to the city,
mhm.
and once you move to the city, there's so much more opportunities than living in a small town. So then then I found a wrestling school to go to, and I was like, oh, this is how you get into wrestling. So
That's cool.
yeah.
So, okay, I want you to tell me what Minnesota is like, and then I want you to tell me how you got into wrestling school.
Oh my god, in Minnesota.
Hmm.
So I grew up in like a small town up north Minnesota up until I think third grade. Yeah, third grade. And then we moved to Bloomington, which is right next to Mall of America. And I grew up then like in the city. And Minnesota is like all summer being on the lake, all winter being on the ski slopes, sledding, or being cuddled up in the house because it's freezing cold. And just it's so different from here in Atlanta. Like it's not so busy. There's never traffic in Minnesota, and there's never like so many people everywhere all the time. Like it's a lot more like just mellow and like relaxed living. And then I moved to Atlanta, and I was like, whoa, like where the stoplight's 3 minutes long, and like there's like people everywhere.
Hmm.
Getting into the wrestling school, my mom had a friend who was like an indie wrestler, and that's just wrestlers that aren't on TV. And he said, this is how you start. And I was like, okay. And every year I would look up how to become a professional wrestler, and I'd see it in the WWE website, like, fill out this application. But you had to be 18, and I was like 14. I'd try every year. I was like 12, 13, 14, and 15. I looked up how to become a professional wrestler, and there's an article on a school that had just opened up like 40 minutes away from where I live. And I was like, oh mom, this is where I should go. I can just go train. And then when I'm 18, I'll be ready. And then she was like, okay, we'll go check it out. And I went and checked it out. And the trainer told me, like, wait till you're 16. Like, you're really young and you're a little girl, like calm down. I'm like, okay. And then when I was 16, one of the first things I did was sign up for the wrestling school, and I had like 3 jobs, like trying to pay for it because it was really expensive. So, and then COVID hit and the school went away. And then I saw Cody's school. And this is just after I graduated high school. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try Cody's school. And then I got accepted. And then like 2 months later, I was in Atlanta. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. So yeah, it was so crazy. I never thought like I'd be where I am today.
That
Just like, yeah, crazy.
it's so amazing. It's funny because I think when you say, I didn't think I would be here today, but you continue to put yourself in that position to be
Hmm.
who you are. You know?
Yeah.
So when people are thinking about what they want to do, no matter what it
Hmm.
is basically what you're saying is you position yourself to be there.
Hmm. Yeah, it's so crazy how everything fell into place because I knew I didn't want to go to college. I knew I wanted to be an entertainer on TV in front of people.
Mhm.
I love working out and wrestling. and traveling and all the stuff that wrestling comes with. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I want to do. So yeah, it's just, I'm like thankful every day. I'm like, I can't believe I'm true. And I would tell people at school, I'd be like, I'm gonna be a freshman wrestler. Like, you're crazy. You need to go to college. Like, because Minnesota, like, I noticed when I moved to Atlanta, like, Minnesota is so more like, go to college, do this, that. That's how you're supposed to live your life. And then I moved to Atlanta and I worked at Jamba Juice, and I tell people, like, I'm trying to become a freshman wrestler. Like, yeah, like, go do it. You got this, girl. And then, like, Minnesota's like, go to college. And I was like, ugh. So the atmosphere is definitely different here in Atlanta. People are more like, pursue your dreams. Don't live the normal lifestyle.
There is no normal lifestyle here in Atlanta. Like,
Yeah, no.
I have a regular job. Like, I was in entertainment, and it was like, to have a structured lifestyle, you have to change your mental, really.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why here in Atlanta, you talk to someone, they just about everybody's been an actor or actress before.
Everyone's done extra work.
Yeah, everybody, and then that's why I can't wait for you and Man to kind of get into that world also, because you guys are young, beautiful people. They need to see you guys. Hello.
I think about it all the time. I can't wait till, sometimes I get ahead of myself. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do this. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Focus on the dream that you wanted to live your whole life and pursue and be the top at that first. And then get to the other fun stuff that you're excited to do. Because I always think, but I'm like, man, like, maybe I should just go try and Netflix movie or something. I don't know. Like,
Okay, so this is what I say. I say do it, because
but
well, I mean, you have to listen to your PR. So whatever they say, me, I kind of make my rules. but if whatever your PR is okay with, if they're okay with you being in film, I say go do it. Especially while you're young, you have that energy, so you know how to manage your time, because you already know what your schedule looks like. So
yeah.
but for people that don't know, and I forgot to ask Man to tell me. So okay, sorry. for, for people that don't know, what do you do for AEW? So you're a wrestler, but what are you? What do you do?
Oh yeah, I also manage. Managing is really cool and fun because you get to do more and you're more of in a position, because I'm also a wrestler and a manager. So it's like I can do more.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to wrestle is my main thing right now. But I'm also grateful that I get to have another position in doing something. Mm-hmm. And I'm just a cheerleader that shakes my pom-poms on the sideline. Don't know how much long that's gonna last, but so that's basically, yeah.
That sounds exclusive.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to see what's boom boom to come. But I think it's really cool. So the guys that you're with, and who are they? So I see you guys all wear the same outfits. So who are those guys? They win every time I see them.
Yeah, we're the Varsity Blondes. It's me, Griff Garrison, and Brian Pillman. And they're like the jocks, the football jocks, and then I'm like their little cheerleader, like their valet cheerleader. It's pretty cute. The kids love it.
Yeah. So it is cute. So it's absolutely crazy. So okay, so when and people are probably like, you're what? Anyway, my grandbabies. So my son doesn't have any kids, but my daughters do. So when my grandbabies saw you, they were like, say it. And I'm like, say what? What is your thing that you say?
Oh, the Jula, Jula, the little cheer that got started. I don't know. I used to think of so many cheers all the time because I was a competitive cheerleader for 6 years. And in that time, I've won 2 national titles, 5 state championships, all the things. And yeah, cheerleading was really fun back in high school.
I
Now that
think
I'm,
it's cool.
yeah. I wish I like did like some classes on the side just for fun, just to keep, because it also kept me in really good shape,
Mm-hmm.
kept me really flexible and on top of things. That's one thing that I do appreciate from cheer, that it like kept me on track
Mm-hmm.
with everything, and it kept me going every day. So I was always looking forward to cheer. Was like my life before wrestling. Cheer was like eat, breathe, cheer 24/7. So
Oh, maybe that would be cute if you started maybe like a toddler's cheer.
yeah, we used to have kids clinics, and we would like help little girls like cheer and stuff.
That would be really cool. All day today, that's what Naomi was doing. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what
Yes.
is she doing? So, how do you like traveling? Is that something new for you, or did you travel a lot as a young person?
I never traveled ever. The only places I traveled to before wrestling was Florida and Montana. Montana, we had family out there. In Florida, Cheer Nationals was there. So we would always go there for Cheer Nationals. But other than that, I have never seen like anything. So it was crazy. The first time I moved to Atlanta, when I moved to Atlanta, it was the first time I've ever been here. And I didn't know a single soul here. I didn't know anybody. I was 19, didn't know anyone. I was just like, okay, I'm and I'm the first kid to like leave the nest. So, my parents were very sad. So
Oh,
crazy. And like my mom, they've barely ever been on planes. Like we have never really done all that. But yeah, traveling for me is at first it was like super fun. I still like traveling.
mhm.
I just hate getting on the plane. Something about the plane. I don't know. I don't like planes. They just make me feel weird. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but like,
Yeah, I'm not. It's a trusting thing.
yeah, my
Yeah.
stomach just hurts, and like the airport takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as luxurious as people think it is. Like my cousin, she came down to Atlanta, and she was like, "Oh my God, I get to go to Sky Club. I love flying. Like, how do you not love flying?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I would rather drive at this point. Like, flying is just like not a luxurious thing for us anymore. It's part of the job, but that's what you got to do." And I said that's what I signed up for. So, but
Yeah.
like other places and like getting experience other states is like so cool.
Yeah. But have you seen any other state that's better than Atlanta?
Not really. There's nothing. I still love Minnesota, and I think Minnesota is still my first number one, just because I grew up there.
Mhm.
In Atlanta, the weather is so nice, and honestly, the airport is really nice in Atlanta. It's super easy to direct and pretty easy to go through. It's really organized. After seeing all the airports we've been to, I know which airports are good and which airports are bad.
Yes.
I would say New York and Orlando gotta be like the worst airports, but yeah.
I have never been to New York's airport or Orlando. We drove in to Florida. We took like a tour bus over there, did like an East Coast tour, so that was pretty cool. The painful back, afterwards. But what have you been to California yet?
I've never been to California.
Whoa. Okay, so when you guys go to California, I have to go with you. I loved it. So
Mm-hmm.
I say it's an experience that you would be like, when you think California, tell me, what do you think when you think California? What do you think?
People, movie stars, just expensive. That's what I think.
And when I tell you that where we live is
Mhm.
our mindset of California.
Yeah.
California wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But you need to experience it. Hmm?
Where'd you go in California? Like,
Well, I went to Hollywood.
mhm,
I went to a lot of places. My cousin, he came and got us, and so he
mhm,
took us to different cities.
mhm.
So we were a lot of different places, but and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It's so weird to sit at the top of a mountain, look down, and see homes. That
Yeah.
was that, I had never seen that before, because on the other side of the world and here in Georgia, it's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I thought that was beautiful. But when I'm not going to tell you anything, I need you to go to Hollywood and I want you to see for yourself. Don't have anything expensive with you.
Yeah.
The food is good though. The food is good. So, okay, let's get back to wrestling. We went off on a tangent. So tell me what is your training like? And then the way that you eat has that changed a lot?
Honestly, ever since we started dating, I feel like the eating has changed a lot. I was when I first got to Cody's school, I was on a meal plan that uh the woman that worked there, Carolyn, she gave me. And I took that meal plan for 3 months. It was the same thing. It was like just bacon and eggs in the morning, turkey, burgers, peanut butter and jellies, because I told her I like peanut butter. So she made me I would eat peanut butter and jellies a lot. And lots of fruit and vegetables. And then for a while, I feel like we really just ate like high protein stuff and a lot of meat and just really high protein. Like we make really high protein stuff. And then I feel like I need more fruit and vegetables. I need a lot of vegetables just for me. That's what I grew up eating. My mom was always making me eat fruits, and my proportion sizes were a lot different. But I also need to gain weight just like to be a wrestler, and I want to gain more muscle. You have to like, I don't know, eating has always been a weird thing for me. It's always something I've struggled with, just like making sure I get all of my nutritions and all of my calories. And so I've been trying to work on that. But yeah, and the training, just I try to work out as much as I can, but also like not just to make yourself feel good, because I like to feel good. Like I don't like to sit around and feel like a slob, but I don't want to be like too fatigued where I can't like do something the next day. Just really listening to your body and just making sure you're taking care of yourself and just listening to your body and resting when you need to rest. You don't always need to be doing something. So that's one thing.
Like always rest, Francis. Always no. No, I'm joking. So do you eat more food now, do you feel like? Because you said that it's changed.
I feel like we don't have it. The thing that's weird about our schedules, we travel on Tuesday, get there Wednesday, travel home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We don't have a schedule. We have nowhere we need to be. So it's like, I feel like we also need to have a better schedule of like when we're eating, because like I was gonna be like, and like not eat till like 1, and then we eat like a lot, and then I'm like, oh geez, why do we eat so much? And then it's like by dinner time when you need to eat again, I'm still full from 1. So it's like I need to figure out like have a better schedule and not skip a meal, because like in the morning that's when you need to put fuel in your body. That's when you need to eat. So I need to eat in the morning to make me hungry throughout the rest of the day. So it's like we've been doing really good lately, though. I feel like we've been ever since we got the dog too. She makes us get up in the morning and stuff. So
you want to show everybody your dog, or you want to wait until she's different?
Sure, I think she looks cute right now.
Okay.
She asleep? Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot you have your pet down there. Hi. And then so you say her name is Snacks, and I thought that was really cute. Why did you say her name is Snacks? Huh. Oh, she's so cute. Hi, baby.
She's like, what?
Huh?
Like, what is going on?
Yes, she's like, why do you have me on camera? Hi, Snacks. She's not having it.
Yes. Oh yeah, and we have my pet snake too.
Is there a way for us to see your pet snake? That thing is huge.
Yeah.
I would love for you to take that on the show. That thing is huge. And what's your snake's name?
Jude.
But Jude isn't poisonous, is he?
No, he's just a constrictor. And he's super small. Like, he's big, but he's isn't like, for how big he'll get, he's small.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's not like he could hurt me or anything. And he doesn't have teeth right now, so
So you took his teeth out?
No, he's a constrictor, so he doesn't need like fangs or like really teeth to. They're like little, like tiny micro, like they're not even barely. I don't even know what they're called, but yeah. He doesn't do anything. He's like a colorful rock, pretty much, that eats once a month.
Yeah, he's beautiful, but he is. And the funny thing is that he doesn't look huge right now, but
Yeah.
when you pulled him out before in person,
And try to like.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But he's beautiful.
Yeah, he's a really pretty color. He's called it's like pastel yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a marble color too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you guys.
Yeah. All he does too. All of our pets just sleep all day.
Because they're feeding off of you all's energy. The owners are resting. So if you guys were hyper and all over the place, your animals would be crazy. Just like Kobe was absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
He was all over the place. And then if I would lay down and then all of a sudden Kobe would just go crazy like, "Oh lady, get up. It's time for us."
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, Kobe will have y'all homeless. So tell me about the way you felt for your first show. What was it like going out there?
At AEW?
Mm-hmm.
That I wasn't too nervous. I never get nervous in front of crowds really, just because I grew up in competitive cheer and you're always in front of people. So I knew I loved the crowd. So I wasn't necessarily nervous about the crowd. I was more so nervous about the people in the back, like seeing me for the first time, like, Tony Khan, Cody, like all the wrestlers that know wrestling and know when I'm gonna mess up. Like the fans don't know. They don't know. They're just excited to see wrestling. But like the people in the back are the ones that are gonna, when you come back, they're gonna say, "Hey, you did this, this, and this wrong." And I'm like, oh gosh, like I want to be as good as I can be, so I don't like disappoint Cody. He just brought me in as one of the students. So I don't want to disappoint him. Like I want to impress Tony Khan, and I want to impress myself. So it's like that. I was more so nervous with people in the back than being in front of people. But then I came to the back, and I'm pretty sure my first match was pretty good. I remember feeling like good. I remember Cody made me talk to Tony too, and I was like so nervous. I was like, why is he making me talk to, like, it's my first day here. Like, why are you making me talk to this guy? And then Pillman, part of the Varsity Blondes, he saw me and he was like, oh my God, she'd be perfect to fit in our group. Like, she should be a part of our group. And then, like, that's how it, like, came about, was like, oh, like, yeah, she would fit in that group. Maybe she should work here so she can be with them. It's because it makes sense. So it was like, yeah. So it's like, think back on it. I think it's almost a year. It's almost a year now. In like 2 months, it'll be like a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really cool that you came in and basically they were like, we want her. She's fine.
Yeah, it was so weird. And I think I was the first like camp student that Cody had that got signed. So it was like, and I think like there's another guy that got signed, but he just works backstage. So like the first wrestler that got signed.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, it's crazy to think about. Because then also when you're at the school, everyone's like, oh yeah, I want to go so bad and so bad. And then like I'm one of the only ones that like made it to this point. And it's like crazy. Yeah.
So for young girls that want to get into wrestling, you say you were from a small town and they may have that same mindset. So like, you know, with my kids, they're like, it was probably like normal. My mom, you know, she's an actor, she used to sing. That's probably normal. For kids that don't have that though, what would you tell them? How would you tell them to try and get into, not try, but get into wrestling or get into whatever they want?
I think it's honestly a mindset of just believing in yourself, because every chance I got where someone asked me what I want to be when I grow up, I told them I'm going to be a professional wrestler. Like there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm going to make it happen. Like, and you can't tell me otherwise. I just had this mindset of like, I know that's what I'm going to be. I don't know how I'm going to get there, how long it's going to take, but I'm going to get there. And so yeah, just really believing in yourself. And just I would always search up stuff like what to do, what workouts to do, what the top people were doing, looking up constantly like where can I train, like what do I need to do once I graduate high school. And I was working 3 jobs trying to save up for a car. Trying to save for a new car. And then it happened that Cody's school happened. I was like, oh shoot, I have all this money saved, I'm trying to get a car. Do I pick the car or do I pick my dream? And of course I went straight to my dream. I was like, I don't need a new car. I can stay with whatever I got, and I'm gonna go and put all my money towards this because this is what I want to be. And eventually I'll get the money back. So it's like, and then we just got a new car. So it's like, that's crazy. Like I didn't, yeah. So it's like, yeah.
So you got a new car, but the car that you guys, the other car you have is nice too. So
that the car, that the Malibu that we have, my parents gave me when I moved down here, because I had a 1999 old Century Buick that like would not have been able to make it down here. So it was like,
oh,
we're like, my mom works from home, so she was like, honestly, I don't need to drive every day. If I do, I drive to the grocery store, so you can have the car. You're going to be driving all around like you. So we traded cars, and I'm so thankful for my parents. They're such blessings and really believed in me so much. So it's like, yeah,
that's good. Can't wait to meet your parents.
yeah, my parents are great. They believed in me too. Every time someone asked them, they were like, nope, our daughter's gonna be a wrestler, that's what she wants to be. Like they never doubted me. So yeah.
With me, I was just like, my son is going to do what he's going to do. It's not for me to make his decisions. You know, it's for me to raise him. You guys are your own little people. So it's for you to do what you need to do. We've done our part. So
yeah.
I have to say, we did it. So I think that that's really cool that you shared that information. Because there are so many young people that probably want to know, what can I do to get into that field? So it's important for them to understand there are camps out there. And then
yeah.
Cody,
and you have to, because some people come to the school and then you don't see them after it like happens. It's like you got to come and be committed. Like I got up and moved my whole life to here, didn't know a person, didn't have a job. I just knew I wanted like how, like you have to be that committed to, so it's like, yeah, you just gotta go through gut. I was like, this is what I need to do, this is how I'm gonna make it.
So yeah. Cody has a school, just so that people know, he has a school.
Cody and QT, they both trained they had these camps like once every 3 months that they do, and they're both amazing trainers. I learned like pretty much everything I know like because of them. Like if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know anything. So yeah, they're really good trainers, and I would totally recommend anyone that's trying to get into wrestling to go to their school.
Yay. Okay, that's really cool. And a big shout out to Cody, and then you said
QT Marshall.
QT. I don't think I met QT Marshall.
You didn't meet him? No.
Unless I didn't know who he was. So maybe not, because most of the guys are in the back though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll get to meet him. And then it's so funny. I was coming back home just this last time, and someone told me my Uber driver, when I was going to the airport, was telling me about Tony. So it's so funny you keep mentioning Tony's name, and I never met him. And so when he was, throwing out names, oh yeah, I know Tony, and he was just out here, and I knew he was telling the truth because you guys were just in Chicago, and he kept saying, yeah, Tony, he's I know about your son, and yeah, Tony this and Tony that. So it's really funny how you can be in a town where nobody, like Indiana, yeah, nobody really knows about Indiana, but then it just shows how personable the people you work for are. That someone there that is doing something completely different knows all the details about what you guys are doing. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that part's crazy too.
Yeah, and it shows a lot about how they train you all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how can people find you, Julia?
Like on social media?
Yeah, social media.
On Instagram, Twitter, I'm just the Julia Hart. Those are the only two social medias I have. And then on Wednesday nights, Dynamite at 8 p.m. on TBS, and then on Friday night, Rampage, TNT at 10 p.m. I always get the times mixed up because of the Minnesota time. And then on YouTube on Monday and Tuesday, AEW YouTube at 7 p.m.
Okay, cool.
That's about it. I don't think I'm anywhere else. So.
Very cool. And Julia, she was home taking care of home things, and I just pulled her on in. So
yeah, I was like, I woke up. I was like, oh, okay, sure.
So thank you for taking the time out to hang out with me today and share your life with my viewers. I appreciate that. And then because I didn't get a chance to share Man's social media, what's his social media? And then did you share your Twitter also?
Yeah, my Instagram and Twitter are the same, just the Julia Hart. And then your Instagram is what? Big Shotty? Big Shotty Lee. And what's your Twitter? Same thing. Big Shotty Lee.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have an amazing night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Make sure you guys, well, it's about 9 o'clock, so I don't know if you should be eating. Fruit would be great, and if man, some vegetables.
He made tacos.
Okay. Oh yeah. You guys can bring me some tacos too. No, it's like
He left right here. You still want to eat this?
You crazy. He's probably that's a whole taco.
I don't know if he was gonna eat it while talking to you or what. There's taco right.
Okay. Well, I'm going to end so that you guys can eat your food and have a wonderful Friday evening.
Thank you. I hope you have a good one too.
Thank you. You too. See you soon.
All right. See ya.